Hey guys, it's Wade with 365 Thermal, and today I'm going to be doing a full review on the AGM Rattler 25-256. This is going to be the next step up from the 19, right there between the 19-256 and the 320 Rattler V2. So, this is going to be probably what I recommend most on the budget-friendly options. Check it out. So here we are with the AGM Rattler V2 25-256. As I already said, this is going to be an upgrade from the 19-256. However, it is just not quite there compared to the 19-320. They do offer this. This does offer the same base mag as the 320, but as a slightly lower resolution. So let's get into some similarities and differences between them. First of all, like I said, I do consider this an upgrade. I do recommend this scope to many more people than the 19 purely because of the base mag. So the 19-256 has a very low base mag at a 2.5, whereas this at the 25-256, the next step up, has a 3.5 base mag. And that is going to give you a lot further of a shooting distance, a lot further of a detection range, a lot further of identification range, even at the same resolution. So keep that in mind. If you're somebody that's wanting to shoot long distance on a budget, you're not going to want to do the 19. You're going to at least want to try to go up to this, which is the 25-256, or like I said, the next step up from there, which would be the 19-320 model. It also has a 3.5 base mag at a higher resolution. But getting back into this scope here, we're going to go over the physical features, and then of course I will go through all of the specifications on this and give you guys kind of a little bit more about my opinion on it. Great option for a lot of people that are really just trying to get started in on a thermal. So move in here, we'll start at the front. Of course, you got the spring-loaded lens cover. Comes back here, snap it back into place. I'm sure you probably heard that. You got your 25mm germanium lens there. Your front diopter focus ring here. For those, I just had this brought up to my attention. A lot of people do not realize that this is actually your focus ring when they first get into thermals. Make sure I actually use it every single time whenever I set up on a stand for the first time of the night. I'll focus this in at whatever distance I'm actually looking to, scan and shoot. The very first stand, or almost every stand if I'm changing up, distances, stuff like that. And it will make a difference between your image quality on both what you see as well as your videos. So keep that in mind. Doesn't hurt. Just touch it up just a little bit every stand right before you start turning on the call, and you'll be happier for it. But moving forward, going on to the buttons. This is going to be your power button here. This is your capture, so this is going to be both picture and video. Moving to the M there, as you can see, that's going to be your different color palettes. The one right here is just a bunch of lines. That is going to be your menu button, and right here is going to be your digital zoom function. You have your eye focus right here. That's what that ring is right there. Helps you actually focus in on your display screen in there. Of course, you have your eye cup right here. On the left side of the scope, you have your USB-C port right there. It's just a little keeper. It flips down and comes right back up. You can attach a battery pack to this if you want. However, you'll find that you don't really need to with these new NE4400 battery packs on the V2s. Flip that down, you see the little red keeper there. Push that, it's spring-loaded, pops right back out. That's your battery pack. Right back in. There you go. See the little red keeper again. Push the door, and you can hear it shut back and locked. So that's pretty much it. I didn't really tell you guys, but with the battery packs, those have up to 11 hours of runtime per battery pack, and it comes with 2. They are rechargeable, comes with the charger, everything you need. It does also come with a mount right here. This is just a quick release, single cantilever mount from ADM, American Defense Manufacturing. Something else that was brought up, it was commented actually on the video that I did for the AGM Rattler V2 19-256. Somebody said, yeah, but the mount They should have designed it better so that the battery door could open fully. It only mounts one way. This is, you can see right there, I don't have the screws in it, but I have it held exactly up where the screw thing is. And you can open the door right here. I can pull it down further to where, I mean, if this is on a rifle, it's probably going to almost hit your rifle more than anything. And I can take this battery out without an issue. Like, there's so much clearance there. I don't know what they're seeing or what they did. I don't know how they even made that an issue, but it is definitely not an issue. So I just wanted to address that real quick. So if anybody sees that or hears that for whatever reason, I don't know how that they managed that. Even if you put this on backwards, it's still even the same. So I don't know. I don't know how they managed that, but not an issue. Just wanted to be upfront with that. So moving on, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the specifications on this scope. A lot of great features on this, especially somebody just wanting to get into it. I know there are other brands, out there that are about the same price and stuff like that, but I really think that this is a great option, and you're about to hear why. So, compared to the V1, it does have an upgraded body style, upgraded batteries. Goes to the battery packs instead of the old CR123s that the original model had. Better lens cover. This one, 25 millimeter germanium lens. It does have a 1, 2x, 4x, and 8x digital zoom with a detection range of up to 1,250 yards. It does have an improved refresh rate over the original model. It is now a 50 hertz up from a 25 hertz refresh rate. It does have an enhanced focus ring, and I already said it, but the rechargeable battery packs are good for up to 11.5 hours of runtime per battery. It does have shot-activated recording, which is the same as the recoil recording. Recoil-activated recording. Different companies call it different things, but I kind of mixed them there, so forgive me on that one. Video and audio recording. It does have 10 different reticle options, multiple zero profilings for multiple weapons. The AGM mount that I showed you, that is actually made custom for this optic, or for the style of optics, I should say. It's not one just for the 256, but for the Rattler V2s. It does have a Wi-Fi hotspot that you can connect to the AGM Connect app, and it does have a 5-button layout that are raised for easy navigation with gloves, and of course the 5-year warranty. So, moving on. Color palettes. This one has 4 different color palettes. They are black hot, white hot, red hot, and fusion. I did say the reticle types, 10 different reticles, 4 different colors, and you can turn it on and off. Picture-in-picture, hotspot. I already said video audio recording. The digital magnification, I did say it does 1x, 2x, 4x, and 8x. That's all function off of this button right here. However, that goes from a 3.5x base mag on up to a 28x. So that's 3.5 times 8. In case you're wondering there. Detector. So this is going to be your sensor. So we got a 12 micron VOX uncooled focal plane array sensor, and that is a 256 by 192 resolution. Again, it does have the 50 hertz refresh rate. Let's see. Oh, the display screen. So this is going to be pretty good standard across the board. A lot of people have these. They are 0.39 inch display screens. It is a OLED 1024 by 768. Built-in 16 gigabyte storage for all your videos and stuff like that. The battery type, I'd already talked about it. It is a replaceable and rechargeable NE 4400 lithium-ion battery, and those are good for 11.5 hours of runtime each. Excuse me. You can use an external power supply also, like I said, through that USB-C port there. Operating temperature is negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit to 131 degrees Fahrenheit, and the optic weighs just over a pound. That's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, it's a great option for somebody who really wants to get into thermal, that's on a budget and wants something other than the bare minimum, that wants a little bit of distance out of it. Okay, so there are times when I do recommend the 19256 if you're somebody that's just taking care of critters, running around your yard or close in on your farm, something like that, where you want a wider field of view, and maybe it's just like coons or something like that. Coon hunting, I would absolutely recommend that because you're going to be closer majority of the time. Or if you're somebody that would put it, say, like on a shotgun or a crossbow, something like that, I would recommend the 19256 for the lower base mag because it's an application where you need the lower base mag. But for people that are wanting to shoot at any kind of distance, say over 100 yards even, I would have to recommend going up to at least this 25-256 with a higher base mag because that 2.5 is not going to get you far. You'll find out when you zoom in digitally with these lower resolution thermal options that you just lose all clarity very, very quickly. So you want to try to use a higher base mag as much as possible without having to zoom to where you actually have a clear image. So that being said, guys, the link is in the description below if you want to purchase this. Also, you can find all the different optics on my website, www.365thermal.shop. If you want to call and talk to me, literally just call and talk to me or text me, you can go and find my number, 309-333-2044. And if you want to just chat something on social media with maybe something you had a question with, you can find 365 Thermal on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all that stuff. And please, if you like this video, share it with your buddies and subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, happy hunting and thanks for watching.